And in the process of doing that, we've now got the Hermit. It's almost, we'll almost be reflecting more, and reflecting more on where we've been and where we want to be going. The next one I've got is the World. So what I see that as completion. We've got all the energies there. We've got the air energy, the fire energy, the emotional energies, and the earth energies, and they're in balance. So people are going to start to feel a lot more balanced, and almost feel as if an injection of energy is going to come in, almost as if a newness, a freshness.
Ooh,
Judgment.
Jenny. Oh, you mustn't talk about injections. You know, I'm going to get the granddaughter because I'm not coping very well. I'm going to go now. All right, I'll let you carry on, darling, and I'll bring the granddaughter. And I've got to go and put on the oven while you're talking to stick my head in it because I'm not feeling very happy at the moment. But it's an electric oven, so I don't think it'll do much good. All right, I'll see you later, me darling. All right, love you lots. Bye bye.
Love you too. So the Day of Judgment is coming forward. We've all been through lots of turmoil, not knowing where, not being sure what direction we've been going in, but we're going to start to receive new information, which is going to shed some light on the truth of what's been going on. So, but I see it as information that it is very much something we need to know. And I don't like to use the word, even though the card is saying judgment. The one thing I'm very mindful of is that whilst we look at information that's coming forward, it's almost getting to a place of acceptance with it as opposed to being in judgment. I've got the 5 of Wands. So some light is going to be shed. We've been feeling as though we've spent a lot of time in the dark, and we need some light, some sort of light to come forward to start to almost to start to direct us, but a positive light, a creative light, not a negative energy. At the moment it's almost like I'm going to use, there are certain types of media which seem to be flashcarding people to take certain actions in certain directions, but I'm not seeing that as being a positive light. It's been shown as being a positive solution, but to me there's something hidden behind it. But I think some information is going to come from somewhere which is going to make people stop and think and sort of reflect and sort almost turn it into something where we can see more hope. And once people can get themselves into that space, I've just drawn the 6 of Wands, that people have made this, right, people have made the sacrifice. The last 12 months has been all about sacrifice in every sense of the word. Sacrifice of our normal way of living, sacrifice in our work environment, sacrifice in our family environment. We've all made that sacrifice. And whilst a lot of us have been feeling quite negative about it, which is fully understandable. We've been standing in judgment of it. It's almost we need to get to the point of accepting what we've sacrificed to move forward. And the next one I've drawn, and find that inner strength. Let us reflect on what's gone before, and just see how we have grown as individuals through this situation. And every one of us will have grown in some way or form. What I've started to do is I've started to journal, and as I'm noticing a lot of things bubble up on myself, I'm not standing in judgment of what I'm feeling. I'm sort of in a place of trying to remain neutral, observe what I'm feeling, observe sort of repetitive patterns, observe everything, to try and almost like a self-healing journey. And so when we're looking back, let's see how far we've come. Let's look at how much time we've spent in our own space. But let's hope for many people that it has been to reflect on where we want to be moving. The Six of Swords is telling us we are going to be moving forward. Absolutely, we are moving forward. There are things on the horizon. Yes, we can see a little bit of them, but we can't see the full picture. But we have all got to put that line in the sand. The High Priestess. Bobba Bertha, what do you think about the High Priestess?
Bobba Bertha's gone. Hi, Jayney.
Oh, Laurene, how are you? So what do you think about the High Priestess?
Well, the High Priestess to me is about intuition, taking time out to go deep into your inner self. The goddess inside each and every one of us, without being without gender, goddess, god, whatever, feminine, masculine. It is, to me, it's more feminine energy. To me, the goddess is your, as I said, it's psychic. It's Pisces energy, which flows. To me, Pisces is more about flow, a lot to do with flow, and very, very mystical. So tapping into what you really are, your spirituality, going back to past lives, not only past lives, a bit like that dream you said you had.
Absolutely.
Dreams are going to start manifesting.
Absolutely.
A lot of what's really going on. Like you said, like dreams about, you talked about Egypt. And
absolutely.
Things like that. Okay, what I've got here is very positive. It's interesting. Let's have a look. I want to come up with some, as I say, Jayney, I'm coming to the conclusion I'm going to have to force myself to eat 3 meals a day to build myself up again.
Okay.
Things like that. And I think taking responsibility, because I don't want to get sick, and I'm starting to realize how thin I'm getting. I'm getting very thin around the legs and the arms, and that's the problem. It always goes from my legs and arms and my face. It doesn't go from the middle where I want it to go.
Yeah, I'm the same.
But if I put that together with the way we're living, one of the biggest issues, we have to face all our issues. And so mine used to be food when I was a child. I was ill with it. And so I think that now we've all got to go back and examine things, as you say, addictions, anything that doesn't, work anymore. And with me, I'd say that I am verging on anorexia. I am. I really am. And I didn't realize it until I saw that video and I thought, oh my God, I can't, this has got to go now. The, I've got to make sure. So what we're saying is people have got to take care of their issues, their addictions. And with me, we've all got things that are coming up from our past that need to be taken care of.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
going to have to literally force myself to eat 3 meals a day, or more than I am, that's for sure, because
Yeah.
we don't want bigger issues when this is over. But
No.
people, this is a new stage now. It's been a year and things are going to surface for you all over the place. But what I'm seeing here is I've got the Seven of Pentacles upside down, which is Earth. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. And I've got the Nine of Wands the right way up. So we've got fire energy the right way up, which fits. And we've got, yeah, again, Seven of Pentacles upside down. Now, Seven of Pentacles is all about potential and waiting and not checking if the tomato plant is growing, if you know what I mean. Not pulling the soil off and checking all the time what's going on. And because you've got, but this is the thing, is that people have been, it looks like this person, they're holding a beacon of light for everybody.
Yeah.
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 And those are the light bearers. And a lot of light bearers are running out of patience. A lot of light bearers are feeling like, I've had enough of this. I
Yeah.
want to see results.
Yeah.
And so you've got to keep going, guys. You've got to keep going. And that's why the Seven of Pentacles is upside down.
Yeah.
And I've got the King of Cups upside down. So you've got to stay emotionally balanced, you know, in order to get through this. Yeah. Because you can't take it with you. Ten of Wands upside down. That's a good one because you're laying down your burdens. It's time to lay down these burdens, and that's what we're doing. You're laying down your burdens and taking responsibility. You know, the one that's the right way up is you're still standing. You're still standing. Look, and you're holding a beacon of light.
Yeah.
Right. So you need to overcome all of the stuff. You've got, you know, patience is just a very important thing, and emotional balance. And it's interesting because you got the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is standing in your mystical powers.
But
Stay strong.
I also see the High Priestess there. That yes, it is all about intuition. It is taking that journey deeper down. I'm almost going to say the dark night of the soul, because this is the time where for people to move forward towards that journey, towards the new life, the new beginnings after being in solitude. People need to release their shadow self, or come
Yeah.
to what, maybe not release, come to be in acceptance of their shadow self. Because it's like, you know, if you look at a picture, for example, when you look at a complete picture, it's all about variances of light and shade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
basically, if people are starting to rebuild their lives, they've got to be very aware of the light and the shade.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Um,
Everything is about your shadow. We said that, I think,
yeah.
the massive reading. We did the reading. Was it 2 weeks ago
I
now?
think so. And also, you know, where I've got the judgment card, now I am not making a judgment statement here, but what I am saying, I understand that people are sitting in a place of judgment, but we realize that that actually is quite a low vibrational frequency to be in. So I am inviting people to, within looking at the High Priestess, to go deep into themselves, to be aware and to accept, or try aim to get to the point of acceptance rather than be in judgment. Because
Yeah.
if people can get into that point of acceptance, it's that step closer to that movement to courage, i.e., we had strengths come up to get to that place of inner strength. That is
Yeah.
so important, and we've all had this time. I For this. Some of us have used the time wisely because maybe we were sitting vibrationally a little bit higher in the beginning. But I'm inviting people. It's almost like can you connect with the inner soul. If any of you feel as though you need to have counselling, I
Yeah.
highly recommend it. And I'm actually going to throw something out there. Okay, I haven't been affected by the last 12 months in the way that many people have. But I realise that all my life has brought me to my time is now, and I realise that the next part of my journey is to be helping people. I cannot stand in a place to be helping people from absolute light until I've dealt with my own shadow self and I have done
Yeah.
clearance of myself. So I am going to have some counselling because I realise I need to create space. You know, maybe things that I haven't come to acceptance of going back maybe years and years and years and years, that I get myself into alignment so that I'm there to be able to help others. Does that
I
make sense?
thought, no, I agree. And the other thing that I'm getting here as well, Janie, in a big way, is, as I say, we're coming into a new stage now. And I think one of the most important things is to take action. However, do it really, really focus on what makes you happy,
Yep.
like your talents.
Yep.
And I think, today, like I pick up a guitar and start singing in nature, and the depression just disappears
Yeah,
because
it will.
Seven of Wands, we've got we've got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, taking action. We've got the Knight of Wands, which is huge passion, and you've got the World. So what makes your world? What makes you tick?
See, I have the world as well.
Wow, what do you love doing?
Yeah.
Because guys, and you have to live one day at a time. We always say that. You have to be in your strength. And so if you have to be your own world, okay?
Yeah.
Nurture yourself, love yourself. What's making me happy
Yeah.
is doing what I love on a daily basis, just
Yeah.
going into nature and singing with,
Yeah.
free. And, I can't say too much, obviously, what I'm really doing, where I'm going, or where I'm not going, and doing everything I want. Like I was on TV for all night last night. I'm going to be teaching people about the musicals, which is my passion.
Yeah.
And because I get my voice back, I can sing all the. So do what you love.
Well,
Be your own hero. Take real strong action because this is your opportunity now. This is a new stage we're going
yeah.
through.
You see, by my where I've got.
Jayney, I'm just going to get some food, so you keep going,
Okay,
sweet.
so I'm going to go back to the world, which Lauren's just mentioned, and right. So you've seen the world, and then that's followed by the Knight of Swords. So yes, I agree with what Lauren is saying. It's almost yes, you need to re-evaluate and sort of what really ignites you. Not ignites you in a negative way, in a brings joy, brings happiness. For some people, like if you're doing what you really enjoy, and it fires your energy, that sort of gets the body back into alignment. because it's such a high vibration. But the Knight of Swords is following that, which suggests to me that there is new energy coming in. And I've got the King of Swords, which is absolutely, well, the swords are all about communication, thought. So it's connecting absolutely to the higher self and being very, very authentic in your word. To me, this, if something, when you're speaking, if it don't, when you're speaking, be absolutely authentic with your word. If you're, and also monitor your thoughts. Look at, go back, look at repetitive thoughts, repetitive behaviors, a lot of repetition. It's almost work through that and allow it to work for you, not to hold you back. We've now got the Ten of Cups, which is showing me union. People are going to start coming together, and they're going to, coupled with the Ten of Swords, they're going to verbalize where they've been, and expression, and this is going to start to bring people closer together, to bring a union. And I do feel there is higher sources at work here. It feels as though there's going to be a very, very spiritual input here. See what else we've got. Once again, we've got the Knight again, which is the Knight of Pentacles. That's a lovely, fresh energy, inviting us to engage with the more earthly side of life. Get involved in nature. If you're a person that being in nature is your passion, then look at what you'd like to create within that environment. It may be humanitarian work. There may be some project that you've been thinking about for a long, long time. If I had the time, the money, the help, whatever, or the opportunity to start this project to help others, community projects.
Stop you there quickly, swear. Because I got the Ten of Swords. You see, people cannot think about that anymore. They can't procrastinate. You've really got to take action now on your lives. That's it. Just take action on your lives. As Jayney is saying, do something that's good for you and good for humanity. Everything else has to end. So victim has to end. You can't have it anymore.
Right.
If you stay in victim, the way that the world is, and I'm a very optimistic person, but there's always a tiny chance. Live your life, as we said, one day at a time. Do it now. Do it now. Do it as if God forbid you were told that you've got one day to live, like a butterfly. Live your life now like a butterfly.
Now, I've just pulled the Five of Swords, which says to me, I'm going to put that with the Six of Swords. So, yes, people are starting to think about where they are going. They are starting to look forward, but they mustn't lose sight of, it's almost as if people have to be discerning. Yes, there's a message that's been constantly thrown at people, and they have to be discerning on what is true and what is not true. They really have to be honest with themselves. If they're hearing something and they're feeling that doesn't sound right, then please trust your intuition. listen to your higher self. So I feel that that's very, very important. We've had public figures in front of us almost dictating how it has been, and we've just been back, or some of us have been sitting back and listening. Now is the time. It is so important. Have you been told the truth?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is where, if you start to realize that you haven't been told the truth, don't, yes, the judgment card is there, but see if you can turn that judgment, which, yes, we know judgment is a natural human response, but turn it into acceptance and not judgment.
Sorry, I got the same cards again. The same cards again. And to me, this is so amazing. Not only do you have to become really grounded and create partnerships, grounded partnerships. Look, Pentacles, Earth energy, very grounded in your life. Time to emerge from your little nest. Look, you got to wake up and come out of your nest and start to form grounded partnerships based on grounding, because I've got the Ace of Cups upside down. So you've got to use your heads a lot, yeah, as well as your heart. But it's more important to start to use the passion that you have for what you want to do, because emotions can keep you stuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's very easy. And then if you see here, the Knight of Wands, she's playing, it looks like a drum. It looks like using talents and music and dancing and creativity and all the wands. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it. All the wands to me.
Which one is that, Lauren?
This is the Nine of Wands again.
Okay.
But to me, do you know what this reminds me of, Jayney? I'm getting, do you remember the Sorcerer's Apprentice with Mickey Mouse? With all the brooms that came alive. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Dum, 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 and all the brooms come alive. They start dancing. They start creating. Yeah. To me, this is creativity and passion, but very, very grounded, because they're made of wood. Everything has got to be grounded. Yeah. So you need to ground your life. Do what you love.
The one
as well.
The one good thing people can do, and it's a very easy. There's two very easy things that people can do to get grounded, right? If you're fortunate, if you live in a house and you've got a garden, the first thing you can do, weather's perfect for it, take off your shoes, go in the garden, and let your bare feet connect with the earth. So that is one way you can ground. The second way you can ground is by drinking water.
Okay, that's interesting.
And given that the body is over 70% water, it is very important that we do make sure that our bodies are completely hydrated. And if you're in a position that you can, go beyond filtering of your water, if you can get into, like I've bought a water distiller, I'm making sure that the quality of my water, and even for my dog too, that we constantly drink good quality water. So those are a couple of things that people can do. Meditation is fantastic. If you can't meditate by being still and quiet in your mind, then I think if you like doing jigsaw puzzles, for example, that in itself, because you're focusing on something other, you're not getting lost in thought, that in itself can be hypnotic. Anything that becomes hypnotic can be a type of meditation, which is very, very good for the brain.
Yeah.
So
I got this Ten of Pentacles. It's really interesting what I'm getting here. Sorry, Jayney. The cups are either not turning up or they're upside down. And so to me, it's time for people to take action and to stand up for themselves, to become grounded. Stop letting the emotions go everywhere. You know, because we've gone through hell, we're going through a lot, and people get distracted
Yeah.
a lot of the time with worries, and but you've got to wake up. You've got to realize that you've got to apportion a part of your life now to really taking action, being grounded and passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
Because and you know, this everything. This is it, and creating more balance in every single way. It's like a lot of light workers. They've been in a lot of like retreating.
Yeah.
They've been in their nests.
Yeah.
You know, like something is saying to us now, look, we've protected you all year. Now is your time to grow up and take control and responsibility for yourself and for humanity. That's what I'm seeing here.
And
Yeah.
I can see strong unions coming. I've got the Ten of Cups here. I think that I've got with the Ten of Swords, which is saying to me, as you start to communicate a more positive, um, a more positive energy, as in looking at allowing the freshness to come in, allow observing, um, observing what's around you, but also communicating uh, with people and allowing those new unions to form. Um, Not only in personal relationships between man and woman, but you know, if you've got a lot of us through this will have met our soul tribe, if you like, and it's almost the forming of those sacred unions where people can communicate their emotions authentically, and because the trust is starting to come back, whereas a lot of people had lost that trust.
Yeah. I've got also, it's interesting. I got the hangman, and you got the high priestess, right?
Yeah.
So to me, stagnation. But what I'm seeing here is the fall of the masculine energy. Too much, there's been too much masculine energy ruling the world. Remember, I got the Empress the right way up. So coming into balance now, bringing more the feminine nurturing. Again, this is not gender, this is just energies, but bringing that nurturing for yourself, for others, for planet Earth, by really the collapse of the heavy masculine, and which has caused a lot of stagnation. You know, the wars and the violence. Again, please don't take this personally if you're a man, right? You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about an energy that has ruled our world,
Absolutely.
not come from enough gentleness and nurturing, which is the feminine. All right, that's the way it
Yeah.
is. More nurturing and loving of
Yeah.
nature, of humanity, of yourself. Um, you know, too much power. People that wanted power and didn't care about others, excuse me, has caused stagnation, right? And that's what all of these lockdowns and everything we're going through is because of the stagnation and the filth. Without going into too much, I can't because I'll get wiped off. But the stagnation and the filth that was caused too much by the King of Wands, if you know what I mean, and too much by the Emperor. The Emperor who forgot that they had a heart. All right.
Now I've pulled the two.
Direct.
I've pulled the Two of Wands here, Lauren, and what this is saying to me, I want to put the Two of Wands with the High Priestess, so we know the High Priestess is connecting with your intuition, come into acceptance with your shadow side. But if your shadow side needs healing, then you know, do the appropriate work. But the Two of Wands is saying to me that it's almost like you're leaving the shadow side behind of you. You are now comfortable enough to move forward, stand strong, and look at what you want to create. Now's the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
Sorry, go on.
I've
You
just
go
had
on.
some new cards, by the way, some Starseed Oracle cards.
Yeah. Are these the same as mine?
So I'm gonna. This
Are
is.
these the same? These ones.
Are they the same as yours?
I think so.
Well, I haven't used these before, so let's see what comes out.
Ah, okay, cool. While you're shuffling, as I say, it's very interesting because I've got the Seven of Cups upside down. I've got
Hang on.
the Hangman upside down. I've got the Five of Cups upside down, and I've got the Page of Cups. So yeah, again, tapping into this, there's been blockages and stagnation. A lot of blockages and stagnation. And because people have been taking time out to go inside, to meditate, you just have to keep going with that. You're coming out of that and you're going to emerge into a beautiful new way of living, more balanced and grounded, more grounded, especially for spiritual workers. It does need to be grounded.
I know I've just pulled one out of my Starseed pack and it's called Nirabus, and it's saying that people are longing for home. It's almost they're longing for they're longing for what they knew, but that isn't, that will never be as it was before. It's like, it's almost like they're coming to terms with the life that's gone to the life that it's going to be coming, the uncertainty, and it's almost like they're homesick, but they don't. But it's coming back to acceptance, isn't it? We can never have what we had before. That's gone now.
We don't want it.
You know, that life's gone.
Want it.
And listen, look at this. Look at this. What next one I've drawn is a big picture thinking. Literally, you know, like I can put that with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords repeating. It's almost like you can see a glimpse of the future. You're starting to see where you're going, and there's no certainty of where you're going, but you can see that we're moving forward. We've drawn that light in the sand, and it's almost like, right, enough is enough. But the next step forward is when you're looking at the big picture, it's almost not when you're looking at what you would like to manifest. It's important to live from it. If you get where I'm coming from, like, you know, a lot of people will say the saying, I will believe it when I see it. Well, in actuality, you will see it when you believe it. And this is what this card is saying. Look at the big picture, but the moment you believe, the moment you're at the point that you believe in something, you will then see it. It is not the other way around.
Yeah. I mean, I'm picking up also the energy of those that don't want to come out of their nest.
It's fear.
I am picking it up, and they're staying in their nest, and they're not looking. They don't want to know, basically, at all, and which has created a big imbalance. It created a big imbalance, and where you're not getting what you want, where your wish is not fulfilled, and you're not letting the system collapse. The Hierophant's upside down, and lack of patience.
Do you know what I'm getting? Baby
No.
steps.
Good.
And every day, if people can just make that one tiny positive step to move forward, suddenly a week later you've moved 7 baby steps. That is huge. But to take that one step when you're hiding in your cave because you are living in fear, that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
But the moment people can step into courage, then that in itself is vibrationally moving people forward.
So it's interesting that we've got all the 10s, haven't we?
Uh,
Got the 10 of Pentacles.
no, I haven't got any. Oh, I've got a 10 of Cups.
I'm with 10 of Swords.
No, I've got.
Oh, no, hang on. I have the 10 of Swords.
No,
That's gone.
I've got the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords.
Well, that's great. We don't want the 10 of Swords. I've got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, you haven't got the 10 of Cups. I thought you did.
No, I've got the 10 of Cups, yeah. Union.
Good. You've got the 10 of Cups. I've got the 10 of Pentacles. And what other 10 have you got?
Just that one.
Well, that's a good combination. The 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
But you don't want the 10 of Swords, do you?
No.
You want the 10 of Cups and the 10 of
Yeah.
Pentacles. That's pure love, pure joy.
And I've got two knights. I've got the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, which I see as being really good cards.
Well, the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, very focused, knows where they're going, which is great. And the Knight of Swords is fast energy.
Yeah.
So it's really good because we've got everything now.
Yeah.
You've got abundance, which is the 10 of Pentacles. You've got everything. You've got the 10 of Cups, which is pure joy and happiness and coming together and, Nasara. Then you've got the Knight of Swords and you said the, which one was the other one you've got?
I've got Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles.
Yeah.
And you know what I've just pulled out? This is beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
All paths lead home.
It's a journey and it's a slow journey. You've got to let it happen.
Yeah.
You see, we've got messengers. We've got the messengers, yeah?
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of kings and queens, but we've got the messengers. So, and we've got the Page of Pentacles, as I say, it's very, very slow, very steady, very slow, gets there eventually. But when they do get there, they're very focused and very slow. Now I've got the Nine of Swords upside down. So because we came to the conclusion that we've got that beautiful balance that we need, the worries will be going away. No need to, don't sit there worrying and not having patience, because you need to jump in. Literally, all I need now is a Fool. Let's see. Oh, I've got the 10 of Cups. Oh my God, we both got the 10 of Cups.
Now, I'm just going to draw another. I'm going to draw another 3.
I need the Fool.
I've just drawn the 8 of Cups upside down.
Page of Pentacles again. Same cards, Jayney.
I've got the 2 of Swords upside down and the 2 of Cups upside down.
I'm getting the same cards as you and the same cards I pulled before as well. What did you get? Sorry?
I've got the 8 of Cups upside down.
Right.
So what that is saying to me, right? Yeah. What? Right. There are things that have been hidden from us, but people need to get into the acceptance of that people are not understanding that the things have been hidden from us. The next one is the Two of Swords. Well, normally I would, if it was the right way up, I'd say that'd be conflict and you feel stuck in the middle. But the fact that it's upside down, what I'm going to suggest is people just don't know where they stand.
Yeah.
And then the third one is the Two of Cups, which is upside down. Well, if it had been the right way up, I'd have said that you do feel trapped. You feel emotionally trapped, but it's upside down. So I'm almost going to say that you are the only person that can break free. It comes down to self-work. You've got to people have got to put the work in.
Exactly. And you said you got the Eight of Cups upside down. To me, you need to confront things, you need to stand up, you need to check. Don't stop running away.
Absolutely.
Stop running away. You need to confront things. I've got here the Two of Cups, which is beautiful. Beautiful. These are the potentials. Beautiful.
Yeah. See, now my Two of Cups is upside down.
Right, and I got it the right way up.
Yeah.
So we say you have a choice.
Absolutely.
You can either go one way or another.
Yeah.
Your choice.
Absolutely. And I think the sooner people realise that they absolutely do have a choice. When I hear people say, "Oh, they made me do it," nobody makes you do anything.
Exactly.
You always have a choice. And in the world that we're living in at this moment in time, I can see with how things are unfolding. You look at for example at independent media, how if they're speaking outside the narrative that they're being deplatformed. Yeah. People need to have an understanding of that, and it's almost ask the questions, well, why would they be deplatforming people for talking about certain things? And it's almost they've got to get to a point of step out of judgment. This judgment is almost going into blame.
Did you just say judgment? Did you just say judgment?
Yeah, people need to step out of it.
Yeah, but look what I just pulled. Judgment. I just pulled it. Yeah, you just said it.
I've got judgment as well.
I just pulled it.
So
when you said it.
My battery's going, Lauren. I've just got to get my plug.
Okay. So isn't that synchronistic?
Yeah, but people really do need to. People really do need to get into acceptance, Lauren. They really do. This is important. Oh, hang on. I can't.
I find it amazing how the synchronicity works. The synchronicity that you said judgment and I pulled the card judgment at the same time. That's just amazing. This is also to look after your health. When you get judgment like that twice, could be that you need to look after your health. Put yourself first. Yeah, you need to choose. Choose where you're going with this. Are you going to put yourself first? Take care of yourself? Make your own decisions? I can't hear you. Your battery's gone. Can't. Oh. Hi, what happened?
My sound's gone, but my battery's about to run out. Well, I can't have my earphones in and charge the battery at the same time.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to, let's just finish on that because you said judgment and I pulled the judgment card at the same time, Jayney. And I
Yes.
think that is the message. Judgment is about taking care of your health as well, putting yourself first, making sure that you make the right decisions for you. And that's what the whole of this has been about, taking care of yourself, making the right decisions, putting your foot down and saying, you know what, I want to be happy. I want to make the right decisions for me. And also, judgment. It's balance. It's deciding which way you're going to go. Which way are you going to go? Because you've got to make a choice. You've got to stand tall and stand up and say enough is enough.
Yeah.
That's it. And stay in your strength and take action.
Yeah, you see, I've got strength as well, Lauren.
Wow, I said strength and then you pulled the card. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I got strength.
Mm.
I'm gonna do 2 more cards before I go, okay?
Okay, sweetheart, because I'm really tired as well. So let's just do another 2.
So I've got the 7 of Cups.
Yeah.
And Justice. Yes.
My God. Yeah, I get it. I've got 7 of Cups as well. Yeah, 7 of Cups. I've got it here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Justice will be done, Lauren.
Justice will be done, and you can't play around anymore. That's why the 7 of Cups is upside down. The options are running out.
Yeah.
You need to stand tall now and say, that's it. I want justice. I've had enough. I'm not letting these games happen because the games are everywhere.
Yeah.
Games and messing around. Put your foot down and say, no, I've had enough. I want justice. I want justice for what you've done to planet Earth, what you've done to my world, everything. Justice. Yeah. I'm standing up now. I'm standing tall in that Queen of Pentacles, which is very, very powerful, earth grounded energy. Come together and say, but come together in your communities, find each other and start to set plans and actions to create a better world. Not the world we had before this. That was not a good world. A world where you've got lots of love and everyone is looked after. And people come out of their sadness and depressions everywhere. So what's your final word on it?
Absolutely. Now is the time, absolutely. People have to take responsibility from themselves. They do have to put the work in. This is all about the personal journey. Come to terms with their shadow side. Take responsibility for self, get into acceptance, look at their heart's desires of where they would want to be. If they haven't taken time to look at self, now's the time that they need to do it. People have got to put the work in, Lauren.
Exactly. And what I love, Jayney, as well, is we've got the Queen of Pentacles, not the King of Pentacles. And this is what we've been talking about. We've been talking about the beautiful feminine energy, full of love, full of balance, full of grounding, full of, will take over from where we've gone into a bit of a lot of a mess. We created a mess. And also I've got the 10 of Wands, and that's beautiful. That means it's coming to an end. The burdens are all falling off our shoulders, and you're going to emerge with this beautiful, because as I say, we haven't got the King of Pentacles, haven't got hardly any kings. Do you know what? With me, it's mainly female energies here, a lot of female energies, and what I'm saying is, we need that very powerful masculine energy that ruled our world. And if you take something like Maggie Thatcher was a woman, the very masculine, cold hearted energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
is now being taken over, and all we've got the Pentacles, we've got the Ten of Cups twice, and we've got the beautiful Queen of Pentacles. But you, it's up to each and every one of you to take control now, to take control. And as we said, there's a huge amount of you taking back your life. Take back your life.
Absolutely.
And put yourself first.
And this is not about other people waiting for somebody else to fix it for them. This is about people managing themselves and moving themselves out of the darkness into the light.
Yeah.
And take baby steps every day. Do something positive towards your desired outcome. Live from your desired outcome.
Yeah, and it feels like some people have been asleep for long enough, right? It's time to come out of that. Particularly those of you. I just want to quickly, before you go, I want to pull a starseed oracle. See what I get. But it's obvious what's going on here. We're moving into a new phase now. And you can't be complacent. Look after yourself. Look after your health. Put yourself first. And choose, are you going to go that way or are you going to go this way? Because you don't really have any choice anymore. We're talking about the future of your children, the future of humanity. And you need to take a stand and say which way you're going to go. Right, let's see. I'm going to see what I get here. Right. It's upside down. All paths lead home. Oh my God, Jayney.
I have that, all paths lead home.
But you talked about that, wanting to go home. The synchronicity.
Yeah.
And it's upside down. You see, we can't go home, all right? You can't go home. You have to stay here and do the work.
The wrong way up, you say, all paths lead home.
Yeah, mine's upside down.
Isn't that funny that where we both have the same card, either one of us, one's had it reversed, so it comes back to choice.
And you can't go home, all right? Those of you that are thinking, I've had enough, I'm leaving, you can't. You've got work to do. That's why it's upside down. You can't go home. You make your home here, in your nest, all right? Find positive things to be grateful for. Sing your little hearts out, dance, do whatever I do. Every single day I get up and I think, what can I do today to have an amazing day? Yeah, I've got depression and I don't want to eat and stuff, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to have a fantastic day, Jayney.
Yeah, cool.
You know, you deal with it. You work with it.
Absolutely.
Nothing changes on the outside, nothing. My life is the same except for the where I sometimes don't really go, but I don't go there. But it's changing in me every single day. There's a shift that's going on inside me, and you have to understand. There's your nest, right? This is a big message for us, for star seeds, for light workers, anybody who's here to work, to heal, to feel and heal. You know who you are.
Do you know what I want to say here?
Yeah.
And this is very, very important. Be the change.
Yeah. You be the change, but I think also, Angie's on. That includes you, Lauren. You can't go home. You've got work to do. Angie, of course I can't go home, sweetheart. I am home, sweetheart. I love you. Angie's on. You can't go. That includes you, Lauren. You can't go home. You've got work to do. I'm doing my work. Why would I want to go home, sweetheart? I'll talk to you later. But yeah, what it's saying is, what you do is you create your home inside. Look, we've all wanted to go home. We've all wished that we could get off this planet and get out of here on a daily basis.
Home is where your heart is.
Home is where the heart is. And so you find what you love, and there's loads of that in here. Look, she's playing. It looks like she's, I don't know, it looks like a drum to me. A drum, drum. The rhythm of life. The rhythm of life has a powerful beat. I can't wait until tomorrow. You go. Oh, Angie's going tomorrow. Wave the banner for us, darling. I'm not going tomorrow, sweetheart. I can't. All right. Angie's going tomorrow. Yeah, I can't wait. You guys wave the banner for us.
Mike's going tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are going, but I've decided I'm not going at the moment because basically I haven't been. It's not the right thing for the body. It's just not the right thing for the body.
I'm at work, so I can't go.
But I will be singing, and every time I sing, I'm at home and I'm spreading the love. I've got some fabulous pink maracas. Oh, I love you. She's got pink maracas. What I'll do tomorrow is I'll contact you maybe. All right, and I'll speak to you on the phone. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Starts at 12.
I think so.
Okay. Hi, Laurene and Jayney. I've been watching when I've had a few minutes. Hi, Cara. Oh, everyone's coming on now. Right. Well, the message is loud and clear. Now you've come on. We do not go home. We stick around now, and we do our work, and we heal ourselves as much as we can. We fall in love with this planet and this world, even though we're not from here. We fall in love with it at long last. And
in love with life, Lauren.
Well, that's what I mean, Jayney. That's what I mean.
People need to fall in love with life.
So you need to find your talents. That's today. Oh, Jayney, I felt really low today. I was driving, where I don't go, and I felt really low. And I thought, what's the matter with me? I don't know. I feel really low. I got there and I sat there and I went to. I got to where I go. I lay on the hammock, and I thought I feel really depressed. I started crying, and then a little voice inside of me said, "Get the guitar, just sing." Now, don't get the guitar, Lauren. Set up the phone and put on a show. You know what you love. And that was it. Did you see Cara? Cara, I'll show it to Cara. This is what I did. And the depression went out the window. That was the end of it. I got my guitar. I started singing. I started singing songs from cabaret and all sorts, and I thought depression's gone, went out the window. So that's your answer. You take back your talents and your strengths. You do what you're good at. Make sure you eat properly. Note to Lauren. Yes. Love you, darling. Love you so much. Okay. Well, you do what you love. That's the answer, Jayney. And it's interesting that we closed it on the same card about home. You can't go home to your planet, right? You stay here. You go into 5D in this world, in this life, and do what you love. And then you won't want to go home because you'll be in 5D anyway, and that's home, isn't it? That's home. Isn't it, Jayney?
It is.
That's all you need to do. So we love you, and we hope we've helped you to find a more positive outlook. We're coming into a new stage. The things are going to happen, and you need to tap back in to what you really are in order to, you get through it. You'll get through it. I know you will. We're all getting through it. Yeah, tap into your intuition, find your talents, focus on what you love doing, and then you don't need anybody. All you need is a guitar and a hammock. Oh, you know what I've decided to do when I do cabaret, Jayney?
What's that?
I'm going to have a hammock made of silk for Sally.
Oh,
yeah, on the stage. She's going to have a hammock made of silk. So when she comes on and does her naughty, in her red suspenders and whatever, she'll be lying in a hammock. So I'm going to get like a few hammocks and put them around the stage for some of the chorus, but she'll have this really special one because there's something about a hammock. I don't know. I feel like I want to set cabaret in nature, do another take on it. So the whole stage is like trees and, you know, so the Kit Kat Club is set in nature. And there's another take on it. So instead of making it, you know, it is decadent, and it is showing the decadence of of Germany. But maybe I could do something a bit different with it, where I don't know, I'll have to think about it, because it doesn't always fit, you know, the storylines. But what I do want to do is definitely, it could be that she's just swinging in a hammock in the garden in this really posh, you know, outside the club in a really, really posh garden, or as if she's back in Chelsea. That's it. She's back in her mum's house in Chelsea in this beautiful garden on a hammock saying, "Don't tell mama," you know. It's very over the top and it's cheeky. And as far as I'm concerned, she's 18, yeah, working in a nightclub, yeah. Because a lot of the debutantes that went from England to Germany with their guardians or chaperones, they were about 18, some of them, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because they never went anywhere on their own. They always had a chaperone. So as far as I'm concerned, Sally Bowles is an adult, yeah. I know the song is everything about cabaret is very iffy, but I have to maintain the dignity and morals. But I've got great ideas about it, a bit like Piaf, but a little bit extra than Piaf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The audience are gonna love it because I always make sure they're part of it. So anyway, so that's why I'm focusing on now is when I'm in the hammock and doing what I do. Laurene, me, not Bobba Birthday. Pure joy and happiness, that was. Pure joy and happiness. All the depression goes out the window, and nothing changed. All it was a guitar and a hammock and doing what I love more than anything in the world, which is showing off and singing. Naughty Sally. I love you, Jayney. Take care, sweetheart. And we'll talk tomorrow to find out how it's going.
All right, darling.
Love you. Bye. Give my love to Mike. Tell him to be careful. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye. So there you go, guys. That was a real powerful tarot. But, you know, everything that Jayney and I are telling you is in this video.